So, across the country, Big 12 men's basketball has, been right up there with the elite conferences. They're like number one. This is kind of year in and year out. But the league's highest ranked team right now is Baylor at number 8, followed by Kansas at 10 and Tech at 14. So when we get to Selection Sunday, do you feel like the league's sort of strength and parity at the top will result in a number 1 seed for the champion or not? And is it fair if they get snubbed?
Yeah, I think it's probably going to cost them a number 1 seed because, every game in the Big 12 is usually pretty close. I think the winning team's probably going to have 4 losses, maybe even 5. So, other teams that have an easier route to a number 1 seed, say like Gonzaga, I would say even a Pac-12 school like UCLA, Houston, teams like that, they could have an easier route to a top seed. But you would hope, say if Baylor got a 2 seed, that they would put them at a site where they could still have fans, say like Fort Worth, first couple rounds, San Antonio, and then of course the Final Four is in New Orleans. But you would hope that maybe they would kind of be compensated in that way. And that goes for other schools too, like Texas Tech and Kansas.
To use a basketball term, I feel like the Big 12 is kind of boxed out from a number 1 seed at this point, because, Houston, Gonzaga, maybe even Auburn and Kentucky to a certain extent, they're not going to play the kind of tough schedules. Baylor's got to play Kansas twice and go to Lubbock, play Texas twice. Texas Tech probably has the best road this far so far because they've already played Kansas twice and they already played in Waco, but I don't think they're going from 14 to 1 seed range, no matter what they do. And Kansas, Kansas got to get up off the mat from that brutal effort on Saturday against Kentucky.
Here's the nice good news for the Big 12 is, guess what? You can win a national championship as a 2 seed or a 3 seed or, or even lower.
6 seed. Wasn't UConn was a 6 seed when they won.
Right. So, the seeds are the seeds, and it's basically going to come down to kind of, generally speaking, the top 4 teams in the AP poll. Maybe 5. Somebody else might sneak in there, but the seeds are going to sort of separate themselves, and sometimes it certainly does benefit you from a seeding standpoint to be in a little bit weaker conference, aka Gonzaga, but that doesn't mean that the Big 12 can't have postseason success.
Well, here's the other thing though, and this is a thought I had in the last 24 hours, but somebody is going to have to end Mike Krzyzewski's career, and that's going to be hard to do.
Good point. Yeah. All right. Good stuff, guys. I don't feel like we had to use the bleep button or anything, but we'll try to get edgier next week.
Contrary to what everybody thinks, I'm very calm today. It's just one more game. There's going to be another game on Saturday. There's a lot left in this, and all this hype crap will be over after today.
Okay, Coach Conine.